Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. The doctor is in, and we are going live with case 4, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And if you just heard that, that was my new little kitty cat. Say hello to her in the chat, folks. She is going to be my legal assistant during the course of this case. Let's get to it, shall we? It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. It's a Christmas case, folks. Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls, per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea! So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large, unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, and a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kinda low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick! Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time, it's murder! A dead body, ladies and gentlemen! Kush Completionist, thank you so much for the 100 bits, I appreciate it. How have you been? Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found into the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. You're good? I am doing good as well. I just got home a little bit ago, and I am starting my... I mean, you're just catching the beginning of the stream, so nice timing. Oh, hold up. 1 moment here. Okay, there we go. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Nothing like a little attorney work post-work. Well, you see, this isn't work. Somebody asks, is 8 hours a lot? Depends on the context. Gaming? No. Work? Yes. Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Maya! The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? Yeah, I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. To the detention center. To the Phoenix Mobile, Maya. You know, Nick, we've all been in here in one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah! Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were in here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laughing, he'll get mad or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh! We're going to help you, that's what! Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, Wright. Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your office and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Your attorney's badge? Hey, Chalbin, nice of you to join. How you been? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Good one, Wright. Meh. Yeah, that's understandable. I'm doing alright. I just got home a little bit ago, and I am finally streaming this. Wanted to stream a little bit earlier, but I had to run a last-minute errand, so... Fun times. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. But what? My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Well, I guess we're gonna go to Gourd Lake. Nothing like solving a murder on Christmas. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir, nothing. Idiot, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double.
But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who...
Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal.
Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits. Ah!
Eek!
Hey, you're the hairy guy, Hairy Butts.
Wright, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name?
It's just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating?
Huh? Well, yes, I suppose.
Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it.
He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. One second. Here we go. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked him to defend us. Asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh, you don't say.
Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here?
Huh? You don't know, pal?
No.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Head in the... Okay, Mr. Head in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer.
Head in the... Huh?
Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol.
And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth?
The cop who arrived on the scene arrested him.
How did they get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake.
A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you?
Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it.
But right, who cares what that witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, Detective?
Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously.
Oh no.
After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us. Hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side.
Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case?
Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost your reputation, to be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is... well, it's pretty solid.
I suppose it would be if they have a witness.
Hey, pal! Don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent.
I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said.
What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, 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 over and over.
Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I.
Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it.
Who is this witness?
Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow.
Was there only that one witness?
Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're gonna turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty.
Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa.
Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something?
No, sir. Not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing.
A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back?
Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim?
Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal.
You're not coming back, Detective?
Probably not, pal.
So, what should we do if we have something to talk to you about?
Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime.
Directions to the police station received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe?
But what?
We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around?
Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission.
Hello there, Reeve. How's it going? You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now let's get investigating. Okay, 1 second here. To the beach. Nothing much, just having dinner with your mom? Dinner's good. I think I ate a little too much myself, so... Fun times. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand! Samurai dogs? I want a samurai dog, please! I bet they're great! With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. I mean, like, you know? Nope. Huh. Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string, and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. Let's take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket. A classic party noisemaker. Pull the string, it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Huh. Almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks. Right, exit. hot dog stand. It's closed. Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. Banner reads samurai dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way! I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Pop the old man's snot bubble. I can't remember which part of the case he showed up in. Let's, see, that's the lake entrance. Let's go to the woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick! If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. Hey, Nick! What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum, then. I'm not having this conversation. You just had deja vu. There's some food and magazines on the sheet. Takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they have signs like that. Oh. Trees grow quite thick here. Further back, the trees fade into the shadow where the sunlight can't reach them. Phrasing about what? Is it about the no camping sign or the trees? This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Alright, slide over. What do we got? This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. That's for me to figure out. Okay. Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick! Huh. Nick! Nice timing. Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it! Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Well, what then? These things? The party poppers? Well, it responded. Yeah! Hey, you, get your hands off of that. What in the Sam Hill? Look at what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well? What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl, why they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? You're her chaperone? No. Rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesusum's sake. Y'all would rather sit through one of my papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry. That didn't work. I wonder if I should have anything to show her that would get her attention. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Oh. Looks like I've got to show her something. Which is probably my badge. This is my badge. Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. But what? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I'll wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. Come to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if you... if it pleases you. Thanks. I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart. Y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Oh yeah, when was the murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately. It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve. That's so, Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. Boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. Enough boats to choke a mule. So... you've seen more than 0. So what does he do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the Heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at a university, Country U. So I hear. So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell you all that already? Meteors. Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars? That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German-made. A genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat. Lotta? Yeah? So, your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper? I guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey! Y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked him once, don't remember if there was anything on him, though. But what if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. Lot of Heart has a dark room in her SUV. Let that sink in for a moment. Alright, back to the beach. And that... we haven't checked out the boat rental shop yet, so let's check that out real quick. Oh. Hold up. I need to take a brief break, so I will be right back. And we're back. Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial's finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. There's some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? Huh? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. Probably closed because it's Christmas. There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Yep, yeah. Not much going on here, so... I believe Gumshoe told us that we could go check out the precinct if we needed to speak to him again, so... Criminal Affairs Department. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting.
Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal.
Detective Gumshoe!
We just finished the meeting, for better or for worse.
I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. Do you know anything about the victim yet?
No, still can't ID him.
Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything?
Not a word.
So, how did the meeting go?
Can't tell you, pal, you're a lawyer.
True.
You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. He's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that?
So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it?
Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled.
I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting.
Don't go telling anyone else, pal.
Yes, sir.
And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe? How come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works.
A working relationship?
See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We gotta earn that trust he places in us.
I see.
Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust. And you have my word on that.
I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report?
Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you.
Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th, cause 1 bullet shot to the heart. Pretty straightforward. Thank you. Nick? Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Alright, hands against the wall. All of you. Don't even think about escaping. I got eyes in the back of my head. He must be doing image training for arrests. A poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Hey, is that the police department's mascot?
That's a blue badger. It was my idea. I made it. It was my mascot.
I see. How nice.
I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do.
Good luck. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What, Gord Lake? Gordy sighted? I don't believe it.
Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Okay, then let us... I guess we'll head back to Gord Lake. Probably had enough time to get to the... She's probably had enough time to finish developing the film. That's what I meant to say. I was right. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Wait up a sec, we got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them. Take a look. Wait. See? See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes. But you really can't tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course. How do you forget? Never mind. Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon no. What's that? Now don't y'all think you... Hold on. I gotta read this carefully here. Now don't y'all think y'all can pull one over on me just because you speak the lingo. I know enough to know that when you see a murder, you'd best tell the cops. It's my obligation as a citizen. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. But wait, Lotta! What? Can't y'all see that I'm kind of busy? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. But Lotta... Don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was that the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. She left. Oh, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? Guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Okay, lake photo taken automatically on 12/25 at 12:15 a.m. They couldn't have waited 10 minutes. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry? What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know? My girl Kiance deserves the best. Kiance? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Kiance's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend. You know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute. Nick, who is she? She's not your... Not my... What? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick must be tough. Working 9 to 5 having to take care of little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. Huh. Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya. He's not listening. Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kiance, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. My light is flickering. That's weird. I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just Kiance's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. But, whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Aw, that's my kitty. Come here. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty. Come on. Hey, come here. Come here. You want a cuddle? I give you cuddles. Come on. All right. Here we go. That is my cat, Lady Catherine. She is making her voice heard. I hope you guys could hear that anyway. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What?
Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? But why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs? Ouch. The samurai thing was Kiance's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She's all, change the name and you girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? So Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Mary? Classmate Larry?
I can use words.
Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait. You said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who are unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. Why would change his mind, though? You know, Nick. Nick? I mean, do you know Nick? What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant mysterious monster. Gordy. Monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster, a real monster.
Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo.
What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. But $1 million? Grow up, Larry. What's that?
It's a camera. You take pictures with it.
Huh. Larry, you mean you don't know what a camera is? Of course I know. Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate. I was talking about the weird contraption on that camera.
Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain. Just forget about it.
Well, don't go showing me it then. Jeez. What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick.
Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night.
Last night? Sorry, Nick. I don't know how much about that. I'm just a simple vendor of samurai dogs, dig?
Hey, Larry, you know this guy?
Who's this?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
Who's this, Maya? Well...
Oh, wait. Maya said she had seen him before, didn't she?
Huh? Oh, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me out back in that trial. Just sorry, I can't really pay you. As you blow it all on Kiance. But you can have all the dogs you want. Really? Larry, if you let her at your dogs, you won't have any left for the other customers. Hey, no problem. If that's what makes her happy, you know? How many times do I have to remind you it was me who got you off the hook? Yes, indeed. Perfect timing again, Reeve. Thank you. Okay, right. So... head back out to the entrance. Let's try the detention center again. Maybe Edgeworth's willing to open up a bit. Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no. So you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything I want to say about that. What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, Wright. What's that? Okay. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you. Wait, we already had this conversation. Okay, maybe... oh, there we go. Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... okay, let's try the Criminal Affairs Department. Not a gumshoe in sight. If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while. A lot of heart. It has to be. Uh-oh. Okay. What is it? Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now! This guy! He's a lawyer that was at that office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. That old familiar clearing of the throat.
Ha! You're Mia's, something, are you not?
I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright.
Ha! And you're Mia's, something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. Takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, sir.
Yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter?
There was a murder last night.
A murder?
You haven't heard?
I just got up, you see.
Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol.
Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot?
Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown.
This is terrible news indeed.
I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting?
Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts.
Alright, let's present to him the autopsy report with the victim's picture.
Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah!
Did you remember?
He was a lawyer, here, in my office. That's Hammond, Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond?
And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot?
Who is this Hammond guy, anyway?
Well, Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case.
That case?
Yes, the DL6 incident.
DL6? Why does that sound so familiar?
Perhaps you remember.
I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder.
That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium.
Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. Spirit medium, Misty Fey, your mother contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. Very strange case indeed.
You never caught the criminal, right?
Correct. Misty Fey used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Well, yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please, don't mention it.
DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth?
It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
But what? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Wait. This is a photograph of my mother. Yeah. Looks like we're going back to the detention center. What's this? I was hoping you'd got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Oh, that was fast. Oh, cat trap is working. I will have to take a picture and post it on my Discord in a bit. Speaking of my Discord, if you are not on my Discord and you would like to join, let me put a link in the chat for you here. Oh, hold on. Turn my keyboard off so my cat doesn't... Yeah, I had turned my keyboard off so my cat doesn't step on it and cause problems for the stream. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. You've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You were always single-minded in your work, though.
Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you?
About the DL6 incident.
Right. DL6. Oh, and of course Stream Elements decides to post the whole thing. Yeah, alright, if you want to catch up on any content you missed, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you want to get notified of all my streams as they're happening, follow my Twitter. That is the first place I post when I'm streaming something, although I do post on my Discord about what I am thinking of streaming if I am having trouble making up my mind. So yeah, please join any one of those you wish, if not all of them. And let us continue now. I didn't want you to find out about it. That's why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6.
So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away?
I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name.
And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder?
Correct.
That spirit medium, that was my mom.
What? You mean your... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this.
About to end?
The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th.
December 28th?
The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days.
What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitations runs out, legally, the case never happened.
3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever.
What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent?
I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. Give me just a second. I need to check on something. Okay, never mind.
So was your father a lawyer?
He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently.
So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps.
I'd rather not talk about it. Right? It pains me to ask you this now.
I know, you want us to defend you.
Yes, will you? Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me.
This is my chance to finally pay you back.
Thank you, Mary, for the raid. How did your stream go?
Pay him back.
Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe.
I see some happy faces for the response to how your stream went. I'm glad to see that seems to have gone well. Thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it.
Jojo hype, yes. Just as planned, Reeve.
I was waiting for someone to actually do that because I was hoping. It's been a while. I was hoping to hear that on stream at some point.
Okay, where was I? Yeah, I got the Edgeworth's request.
Well, I guess we should.
What's that?
Earthquake, Nick! It's a big one! What? It's calming down. Phew. That was scary.
Huh? Where's Edgeworth?
Good stream, but a slow stream. Did that ATC thing. Good stream is good, regardless of whether it's slow, so. There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes.
I heard running, but curling up in a ball?
Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick.
Right.
You gonna go pass out? Alright, well, you have a good night, Mary. Thank you so much for the raid, and you have a great evening.
We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe.
Okay. To the Criminal Affairs Department.
What's going on here?
What's wrong, Detective?
This wild lady comes in here just a while ago, said she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal?
A lot of heart.
Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal?
No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence.
You trying to say something about the way I do my job?
No, sir. Oh, right, I gotta give him the letter of request. Look what I got.
Hey, you did it, pal. Glad I waited to the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you.
Thanks, Detective. Well, I'll see you in court tomorrow, then.
Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried.
Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later.
I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes.
I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. On to the trial. Karma? That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god. Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. But what? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ah. So he was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya? Uh-huh? We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh man, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? It's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready?
Fool. You seriously think I would stand here were I not completely prepared?
Right. My apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
Very well, your opening statement, please.
Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What is with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I call the detective in charge of this case, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes. Describe the incident, now.
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There's one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. At 12:20 a.m., she heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move.
Now, you see, this is funny, because the map indicates that the samurai dog stand... when I'm traveling between locations, the travel map indicates that the samurai dog stand is between the rental shop and Lotta's van. And in this case, it's the boat rental shop that's between the two of the others. Kind of weird, but oh well.
Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop.
Testify to the court about the arrest, now.
Wait, Mr. Von Karma?
Yes?
Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings.
Wrong. There is only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role.
Yes, of course, you're quite right.
No, he's not.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all. But the next morning, a body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. I see. Very well.
Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now.
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight.
You received a call from a man.
Yep.
But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping? A lot of heart.
What happened next, detective?
We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could.
Oh, wrong button. Back up. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake?
Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto for the month is get there quick.
Detective, you'll refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
So much to look forward to these days.
This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue.
Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really.
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections.
No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all.
Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Detective, the court isn't interested in your musings. Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue, now.
But the next morning, a body was found in the lake.
Oh, back up. Dang it. Back. There we are. Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally.
Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved.
Very well, the court accepts the bullet into evidence. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Nick, doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe's being a little vague? I bet Von Karma's feeding him lines. His testimony's probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. Okay, back to didn't suspect him. Body was found at the lake. Had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. But why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
A pistol. Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
What about the pistol made of decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
What?
Order! Order! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question.
Accepted into evidence.
Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective,
Yes, sir.
was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol?
Yes, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol.
Hey, Nick. What does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it.
Me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate.
Indeed. This leads one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints.
Order! Order!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it.
Well, Judge?
I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However...
You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge.
Yes?
What are you doing? 10-minute recess, now!
But, wait, I...
Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man.
Yes! This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running this court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in this photo.
True.
Was that you in the boat?
Yes, it was me.
What?
But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him.
Then who did?
I don't know.
You don't know? Weren't you right there?
I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself.
You mean it was a suicide?
That's the only explanation I could come up with.
How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say, Maya. Huh, what? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really?
Whoa, right! Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Sorry. Oops.
Court is back in session. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness.
Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take the stand? Not hard. You are a research student at a university.
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand.
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
Twitch is being dumb for you? What's going on? It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Lag, ugh. I was in my car, heard this bang come up from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't anything on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence.
Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately.
As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth.
Order! 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 I will have order!
Well, Judge.
The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
But wait, Your Honor! I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words, and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt? Contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. But what are you going to do? Do you really think there was a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? 2 gunshots, there was only 1 wound? Yeah, well... maybe the first one missed. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well.
I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. You have a hard time imagining we'd get a second shot if the first missed, let alone a direct heart shot with a 22? I don't know. Huh? Yeah, well, yes.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really...
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait now, I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
I heard this bang come up from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time? Oh, wrong button. Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Then I looked out the window, saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There is also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
On karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? There wasn't nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, scan the whole lake. Scan the whole lake. Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained!
Yeah, yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you're unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor...
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood.
Uh-huh. Nick! Lotta's testimony's fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
This is pissing you off, huh? Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me. Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart. Your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No!
Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! 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 Order!
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I don't know how you could see that from the shore, but we'll let the evidence do the talking. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. Photo I took? The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart?
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished with setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
You use binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good. You're right, it was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. So once I was finished with setting up my camera, I got back in the car, and I need to go back to the previous statement because Mr. Wright's got to press this one. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Excuse me. Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic...
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Objection sustained.
He's not letting her answer any of my questions.
Still, I brought my binoculars with me. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? The camera is irrelevant to this case. You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya. The camera's set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. Yeah, I'm calling BS on that. Because this is the photo the camera took. Now, what's wrong with this picture? Literally. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. This says who? Take a look at this photograph. This was taken on an automatic setting, was it not? Yeah, that's right. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. But as this photograph clearly shows, the camera was pointed directly at the lake. Oof.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Take that! Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. I'm bluffing here, but I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
Let's see. Let's look at this article. It's not saying anything. Well, as I recall, there was a loud bang that this couple heard when they first sighted Gordy in the first place, so the fact that the camera is automatically set to take a picture when a loud noise is detected. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set up your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try to take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Now, whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart? Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court?
Because it's a video game, and, if we had to change witnesses every time we caught a contradiction, then we'd, have a whole mess of characters, basically.
Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. And I'm going to spot it. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop would be if I got a picture of that monster. Or my job would be easy and discredited witnesses are great for the defense. Yes, this is true. But it wouldn't be much of a video game then, now would it? So, that's how I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. You're right, she did say she scanned the lake. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karm is up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
Ha! That would be a first. Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there's no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. An investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year, and guess what? What? There was a UFO hanging out the side. Getting my Merzwigs here. There was a UFO just hanging in the sky. A UFO? You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Alright. That's where you're camping. That's all you were hiding. When I heard the bang, it looked straight at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. There wasn't much else to look at? Oh my gosh. Sorry. I can't share this on stream, but I just got tagged, or I just got a ping, and it's hilarious, so give me a moment to process this. One second. Okay.
Yep. I don't know if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. I kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What'd I do now? What are you giving that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Alright, so... I'm going to assume that this is supposed to be the contradiction. Because he did kind of spell it out in the pressing conversation. Miss Hart? Were you really looking at the boat? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree. Any normal person would. But you were far from normal. What? What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order! Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
But Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
So sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be witness to a murder and all. Kinda got excited. I sure was watching that boat, until now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey! You got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting whom in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and...
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but it should let us see who's who.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Ron Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart? Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination...
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? But wait, Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Your Honor, there's something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Okay. Pistol is different? No, I'll just point at the pistol. Here, Your Honor.
Let's look at the court record real quick.
Ah, there it is. I thought I saw some. The pistol's the same, actually, but it bears prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. And it was fired 3 times. That's weird. Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Oh, sorry.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
But what?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
You think karma did it because Edgeworth lost to me too many times? Could be. We'll see later, won't we? Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright.
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around.
Look,
I'm going to go check on Maya.
oh. Right?
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Would it kill you just to state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Her deposition says, I heard two sounds like gunshots just after midnight on 12/25. To be continued. Okay, well, 3 shots were fired. That has to come in handy. Of course, there's nothing that really says when the 3rd shot was fired, per se, so who knows. That being said, I think it is high time that I end the stream for tonight. Real quick, let me check and see if there's anyone on I would like to raid. Let's see. Oh, hello. I know exactly who I want to raid. Okay, so let me get that going. I will be back tomorrow with more Ace Attorney, so if you wish to see how this trial continues, I will be starting again at 8 p.m. Central Time. And let's get this raid going here. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be back tomorrow. And in the meantime, this is Dr. Novelle signing out for the evening, and the raid will begin in about 5 seconds now. So I appreciate you all being here. Let us raid now.